Stockholm Diamond League Roundup 2025. JULIEN Alfred shines over 100 meters. Jamaica's ACKERA Nugent solid in second in the women's 100 meters hurdles. And we take a look at Briana Williams' season's best 100 meter race and analyze it. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops, you drop a video. At least once a day in Peter Lloyd World. Also, enjoy the content. Please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, yesterday we featured Briana Williams. We told you that she has been quietly putting together one heck of a 2025 season, winning several 100 meters. And in fact, yesterday on the weekend at the Last Chance Track Series number 2, she laid out a new season's best in the women's 100 meters, running a time of 11.04 seconds, as well as a new season's best in the 200 meters, running 22.69, which is not far off her personal best of 22.50. Now, yesterday we did not have the races, but today we are taking a look at both the prelim 100 meters, where she ran 11.03, as well as the final, where she set that season's best of 11.04 seconds. Here is young Briana Williams in the prelims, running that 11.03, but the wind was a plus 2.9, which means this could not be an official season's best. Take a look and let me know your thoughts in the comments about this run. This is the 100 meter prelim at the Last Chance Track Series number 2. Well, we know that Briana is brilliant in terms of the start. That start was absolutely excellent. Her drive phase was solid. That was a pretty dominant and solid run from Briana Williams throughout. She's beginning to look like the Briana Williams we all remembered. Now, one of her critics had said, he says every year I talk about Briana Williams and when was Briana Williams ever at her best. My brother, by the way, happy Father's Day if you are a father. Briana Williams, you do remember, at one point was the national record holder under 20 in the women's 100 meters and 200 meters. You also may not remember this, but at the tender age of 16, she came third behind it at her best Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price in, I think it was the Jamaican National Championship, but it was at the National Stadium. You should also remember that she held that under 20 national record for quite some time, not to mention the fact that she is one of the few persons who won the sprint double at the World under 20 in both the 100 and 200 meters. So for you to actually imply that Briana Williams was never a top tier talent is preposterous, and it speaks to your prejudice. Boss, Briana Williams, I mean, let's be frank. Until Briana Liston came onto the scene, and of course the Clayton twins, it was all about Briana Williams. And she's only had 2 off years. You do know that Briana Williams is the youngest Jamaican female to win a gold medal at the Olympic Games, although it was with the 4x100 meter relays, in the sprints, so to speak. So I was very disappointed that you said that. I mean, you know better. I know you know about track and field. Briana Williams was one of our best, and I still think she is. And she's having a great series, boss. A great season. So we have to give her a due. So anyway, going back to that prelim, very dominant run, great transition phases. She got her, and what I like, I'm going to say it again, she's maintaining that top end speed through the line. Remember, what normally happens is she was out ahead of everyone else, and by 60 to 70 meters, they would have reeled her back in, and she was almost out of steam. We're not seeing that. We did not see that in the prelims. Now, here is the wind legal 11.04 new season's best that she ran in the finals to win. Another absolutely dominant race, and winning from the gun went off. Absolutely great start, great transition. She holds that top end right through the line. She is looking good, people. You got to give it up to her. She is looking like the Briana Williams I remembered, and I think she's going to be even better. I think it was a great idea for her to just shut herself off from social media and just focus in on what she does best. She looks good. I want to hear your thoughts. Of course, I'm going to comment later about this towards the end of the video. But what do you think? Take a look back at both the prelim, where she ran at 11:03, but of course it was not wind legal, and then the finals where she ran at 11:04. Plus, I need to tell you that she beat Michelle Lee Aye of Trinidad and Tobago, who at one point was one of the top 10 best female 100-meter sprinters in the world in this race. And you remember in her previous run at the Pure Athletics, she beat Marie-Josie Talou of Cote d'Ivoire. So, I mean, she is taking down big heads, and she's doing really, really well.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
Well, we can't say that the Stockholm Diamond League was boring, people. We had world records, we had meet records, and PBs. It delivered in droves. Now, 3 Jamaicans, as far as I'm aware, were participating. First up in the women's long jump was Jamaica's ACKERA Smith. Now, the event was won by the American Tara Davis Woodall, who really looked good here. She set a new meet record of 7.05 and the season's best, and she did this in her very, very first jump. Jamaica's ACKERA Smith ended up 9th on the day, with her best jump being 6.55 meters.
First round still. Oh, just leaned back a little bit on the board, but that's good. That is good.
I'm not joking, people. Woodall looked good in this one. ACKERA Smith did her best. The point is, I didn't really get to see her actually jump. I guess whoever was doing the camera work, they were focused on the top 3. So I didn't actually see her jump, but she ended up with that 6.55 meters, which landed her in the 9th place, as I said. Jamaica's gold medalist for the Paris Olympic Games in the men's discus was also on show here. Roger Stoner did participate today at the Stockholm Diamond League in the men's discus. The event was won by Christian Che with a throw of 69.73, with Jamaica's Roger Stoner taking 6th with a throw of 64.68 meters. Mondo Duplantis did what he does best. He set a new world record. His first go in the men's pole vault with a height of 6.28 meters. He said he did this one for his grandma. And honestly, this was a really impressive run. This man is a goat of pole vault, people. No matter what we say, he's incredible. Every time he picks up that pole, you may see a meet record, a PB, or a world record. As I stated, Duplantis set a new meet record, world record, and of course PB in the men's pole vault with that jump of 6.28 meters.
Yes. Oh, he's got it! First time, there you are!
Yo, people, we have to give this young man his due. May I tell you, the man know for pole vault. 6.28 and on a easy something. And of course, he took a picture with the other goat, the great Usain Bolt. Now, in the women's 400 meters hurdles, the leader Mohammed is looking the best I've seen her in years. Pushing Femme Kebal for the first 300 meters of this women's 400 meters hurdles. Remember, she did win in Oslo recently. She's looking good. She's what? I think she's like 35 or something. She recently said she was going, this was her swan song, her last round as a pro athlete. But boy, people, she was impressive in this one. The women's 400 meters, of course, ended up in another meet record for the Stockholm Diamond League. Femme Cabal ran 52.11, a new season's best and meet record, with the leader Mohammed running 52.91, a new season's best to take second.
first 300 in Oslo 3 days ago. Now, she won there pretty easily. Bol, of course, was absent from Oslo, but she does give the Dutch athlete a real race here and pushes her for those first 300, as you said. But Bol, always so strong off that final barrier. It's those ace.
Femke Bol looking great, but I've got to tell you, Mohammed is looking incredible. Now in the women's 100 meters, JULIEN Alfred. Wow. She looks scary. She looks scary. In her last 100-meter race, which I believe was in Oslo the other day, running against her teammate or workout mate, Dina Asher-Smith, and of course, she also ran against Daryl Nita, etc. She ran her first season opener in the 100 meters. She ran 10.89 and said at the end of the interview she did not know what she was doing because she had not run 100 meters since the Brussels Diamond League finals last year in 2024. Well, let me tell you something, people. I've been saying for several years, people are saying ACKERA, and I kept saying, yeah, but no. I'm not worried about ACKERA. I'm worried about this young lady, JULIEN Alfred, and I think I'm even more worried. She delivered in the women's 100 meters an astounding 10.75. And I think there's more in the gas tank. This is only her second 100-meter run, people. We're halfway through the season. So it's a good time to be running these kinds of times. I'm not going to lie to you. She was very impressive. The St. Lucian sprint queen JULIEN Alfred delivered another meet record and season's best of 10.75 to take the win, with Dina Asher-Smith dipping below that 11-second line, running 10.93, also a season's best and looking very impressive, although I must tell you that Alfred beat her by several meters. And Marie-Josée Talou of Côte d'Ivoire, Talou Smith of Côte d'Ivoire, took third with 11 seconds flat. Daryl Nita came fifth, running a season's best of 11.17 seconds.
JULIEN Alfred gets a pretty good start. Dina Asher-Smith has got out very quickly alongside her as well. But look at JULIEN Alfred. Dina Asher-Smith trying to chase her, but it's the Olympic champion who comes away to take the win. 10.75. That's quick. Asher-Smith gets second.
Yeah, he said it. That's quick. That's really quick for your second 100-meter run. And clearly, there's a whole lot more in the gas tank. Like I said, I've been go through my videos. People are talking about ACKERA, and I'm saying yes, ACKERA is a talent, but I am concerned about JULIEN Alfred. JULIEN Alfred. I've said that for 2 years, and some people got upset with me. That was a heck of a race, and there's more there. She didn't look as if she was flat out. Her technique has improved immensely since her run in Oslo, because that was sort of all over the place, as she admitted. But yeah, we talk about that at the end of the video. The Jamaican who most impressed and who did best at the Stockholm Diamond League is none other than a channel favorite with Pitney, not literally people, not literally. ACKERA Nugent, fresh off her GST wins in Philly. Now, she took on Grace Stark of the United States, who's been doing really, really well in the Diamond League. Stark walked away with a very impressive win in a time of 12.33. Now, that's a serious time. But in second place, closing fast, was Jamaica's ACKERA Nugent, with also an impressive time of 12.37 seconds. This one was really interesting. ACKERA got out, I thought, of the blocks a little slowly, a little late. So she left it late, taking away nothing from Grace Stark. Stark ran an incredible race. Like I said, the women's 100-meter hurdles right now is the most unpredictable and exciting race in track and field today on planet Earth. This was another meet record for Stockholm. Grace Stark won in 12.33, a meet record and season's best, with ACKERA Nugent taking second in 12.37 seconds. Nadine Visser came third in 12.49 seconds, and Devine Charlton came fourth in 12.59 seconds.
Set.
Got away this time. Who's quickest? Third from left is Devin Charlton, the world indoor champion, but coming through really strongly now is great Stark. Stark leading at the moment. They're trying to come back at her. Visser going well on the near side, but Charlton's going to take it. Stark takes it rather. Good run from her. Excellent run.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. First up, let me say congratulations to the Jamaicans who participated at the Stockholm Diamond League. Roger Stoner, ACKERA Smith, and, of course, ACKERA Nugent. But before we talk about them, let's go back to Briana Williams. Briana Williams' runs that we both watched, we all watched her prelim run of 11.03 with a plus 2.9 meters per second wind behind her. Great transition, great start, great mid-phase, and the key element to me to both the 100 meters that we just watched Briana Williams execute is that she doesn't run out of steam at 70 meters, which is what was happening. Her new coach, John Smith, clearly knows what he is doing. This is a different Briana Williams. Williams has a rocket start, one of the best, if not the best 100-meter starter on the planet today, in my personal opinion. I've been saying that for quite some time. As good as, if not even better than Muma Rocket herself. But as I said, one of the problems she has been having is she sort of runs out of wind at that last 60 to 70, and we're not seeing that. The best decision that herself, her team, her family did was for her to leave Jamaica. Yes, I'm saying it, when I got cost me, but I think she got distracted in Jamaica, and she left here, she come off of social media, and she's focusing, and she's stacking up one heck of a season. That, by the way, I was informed by my very, 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 very track-savvy subscribers, the Kings, the Royals here, that was her third 200 meters, which is an excellent sign, and that was her third or fourth 100 meters. So she is putting together one hell of a 2025 track and field season. Briana, Nicole, Williams, super proud of you. Ignore us and keep focusing on you. Hopefully we see you here in the next 2 weeks, and hopefully you make the team. You know, I'm a huge fan and I believe in that talent. Mr. Smith, big up and bless up. Many Jamaicans don't like when our athletes leave and go train at the foreign people, but whatever this gentleman is doing, it is working, people. When she was with Atto, it worked. When she came here, it went downhill. So I know everybody can do the hill sin thing them and so. Okay? So Briana, proud of you. Thank you. Stoner seems to be getting himself back into it, the discus thrower. And ACKERA Smith is out there getting the experience. Big up to the both of you. Now, Julien Alfred. Boy! People, me not lie. The sheer power when I saw her run that 21.88 or season opener 200 meters. I don't think she has even ran a second one. And the way she executed that 10.89 in Oslo, which was just all over the place, but it's just the raw power that you get from her. Just raw, unmitigated power. It's scary, people. I think she's a person that we all have to look out for. I think she's a person that the Clayton twins have to focus on. I think she's a person that Shelly, she's a person that Sharika, she's a person, not Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri is a factor. Sha'Carri is a great talent, and of course the American people are going to cost me. But it's the truth. This girl is as steady as the day is long. I do not believe one achieves greatness from passion. You achieve greatness from consistency. And this young lady is consistent. So we have to think carefully. Now, do I think we have Jamaicans who could compete against her? At this point, I think there are about 3 young ladies who could. But we have not seen them open up yet. But people, if your second 100 meter race, meaning Julien Alfred, at 10.75, that's serious, people. That's not a run joke business. Now, ACKERA Nugent. You know me love ACKERA Nugent. And I love ACKERA Nugent from before Uno discovered, because I used to do videos on ACKERA Nugent and I don't want to watch a video of them. It's the truth. Uno wouldn't watch them. Uno used to have some people message me and say, why I push it to the girl for? I'm going to say because I tend to be right. I tend to be right. I look at consistency. It's about consistency. My problem with Sha'Carri, she not consistent. She can run, but she really not consistent. She has had one great season. One in college and one since she pro. When she ended up with the world championship. She just not consistent. It's just the truth. I'm sorry. This girl is consistent. ACKERA is consistent. Yes, she's had bad moments, but she's generally up there in that top 6, top 7. And we have seen her improve as she got more experience and more and more self-confidence, because again, that's important. So this run of 12.37 people is very impressive, and I can tell you why. She was slow to start, very, very slow to start in this race, and she took her time. She almost executed this race like a Rashid Broadbell, because you know me always across Rashid and say, sir, start to race them better, faster, and you'll be unbeatable. But anyway, let's not talk about the great King Rashid. Pick up yourself, my boss. ACKERA delivered. Grace Stark, don't take her light. Don't take her light, people. The Americans have 3 really dangerous female 100-meter hurdlers, right? Let me repeat. The Americans have 3 very dangerous 100-meter hurdlers. Tia Jones, 12.19, remember? In Florida. That is no joke. That is no joke. Then, of course, there's the reigning Paris Olympic Games 100-meter hurdle champion, Masai Russell. She is not a joke. And this young lady, Grace Stark, is not a joke. Now, we do have hurdlers who can match. But at this point, ACKERA people. Just remember that name, ACKERA Nugent. Remember, as me say, when we did I talk about ACKERA, somebody used to message me and say, why you keep talking about this girl? I remember one person said to me, I pay your money. And I was like, what are you talking about? If I see talent, I'm going to talk about the talent. Okay? I need inconsistency and the numbers. And not how I feel in a moment and them do okay now January and then maybe March. I like consistency. So this 12.37 is very impressive. It's just that she didn't get a great start. Once she puts that race together, she'll be running faster than a 12.30. Absolutely certain. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I want to hear your thoughts. Are you impressed with Briana Williams' runs? Or do you think we're wasting time? What do you think about ACKERA Nugent? Are you concerned or even worried about JULIEN Alfred? I want to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at printify.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, you're kings and queens. Bless up.